Bletchley.
So, so that's why it's flashing.
Is it? Don't turn it off because it's going to...
Very small.
Yes, this is not a Prius, Mama.
No, clear.
No.
Well, no, not at all clear, but...
It seems to think that Bletchley is somewhere in between Westbourne Grove and Westbourne Terrace.
Oh, that's handy. It's that we should save a lot of time in that case.
Certainly. It's just round the corner.
Would we go on the A something, 10 or 11?
I don't know, Mama. I'm waiting.
Know.
I haven't even brought a map because I was relying on that device. Have you just switched her off?
No.
It's very hot, isn't it? Why is it so hot? Why is it so windy? Oh, that's better. Now it's good to have traffic lights, isn't it? You can hear. I'm not even shouting. You're a bit of a fraud.
You're on... I don't know. I couldn't hear Daniel last night. This must be the way you speak.
It's his dialect.
Perhaps he wasn't there.
It was.
Was he?
All 7 feet of him.
In front of me at the queue for the car hire, they'd been sleeping there because they'd come on an overnight coach. Were 2 what's the name of those people who have hats?
Hasidic Jews.
That's the ones.
That's right, that's the one that they say James looks like.
And I was waiting for service, as it were, from these people. And he presented a driving license, which after a lot of study and thought, the Chinese man behind the desk told them was in Hebrew. And they said yes. And he said, that's no good to me.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Then cross the roundabout, first exit.
I wasn't listening to her actually. She was so boring that I completely tuned her out.
First roundabout, second exit.
Okay.
Second roundabout, first exit.
At the end of the road, turn left, then turn right.
Oh. It's going to get really complicated now.
What's puzzling me is that we haven't seen any signs saying go this way to Bletchley Park.
Well, we have seen the codebreaker.
We saw that's the outside of town, but we're not doing the official approved way of getting there. But we're doing something that we're going by the postcode.
Not there, I don't think somehow.
No.
No, not there. That's just a garage.
Oh, there's a roundabout.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Yes, dear. Where are we going to?
After 200 yards, turn left.
Good. I feel that. Ought to turn left.
Do you have a feeling that we ought to turn left?
Yes, I do.
Turn left.
How can you tell?
Because it's Bletchley outpatient. I feel it's just over there somewhere. But where is the railway? Bletchley Community Hospital?
After 200 yards, turn right.
Yes, of course. I've got to go zigzag like this.
Turn right. Then you have reached your destination.
Oh, no, we haven't.
No access to Bletchley Park.
Oh, it's not this one.
Black paint.
It's the
It's
next
a
one.
bit further on.
I think it must be.
Wasn't this the first right?
Oh, I like that.
I told you it was a secretive place.
Turn right. Then you have reached your destination.
It's not even in the book of historic castles and houses and museums, Hudson's Guide. It's so secretive. And I spoke to Christopher Hudson and asked him why. And he said because they won't pay us.
Turn around when possible.
And go back.
She's determined that we should go down that dead end.
See?
Well, that explains what I haven't seen any signs saying Bletchley Park this
Doesn't
way.
it just, yes. But that must be a back way in.
I think it is. It may even have been the old way in. But that was we're in the right postal code
Oh, indeed.
district area.
Nice houses, some of them, too. My word.
If we turn right on Sherwood Drive,
Yes.
We should end up the other side of Bletchley Park.
That's a good idea. Let's do that then.
I think we should certainly turn right now. That's Sherwood
Railway
Drive.
station, Mamma.
Oh, goody, goody, goody. If we get to the railway station, I might even
Be able to direct us.
know where I am. There's a bridge, and you have to go under the bridge, and then turn right, and then turn right again. How's that?
Pretty good.
Oh, this must be it, yeah. All these
Look at
cars.
all the people all building new houses and
What does that say?
more houses and look what's
Bletchley Park. What's that say? Oh, that's probably just the building.
Look at that old building in the centre.
Oh,
that's
that's right.
that's a museum
Good for
sign.
you. That's a museum sign. Isn't
If it's brown, it's a sort of
it?
feature.
Yes, it helps to know these things, doesn't it? Hey, this is Space Station X.
Is it?
Well, we have to go straight on through the gate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Welcome to Bletchley Park.
They really have. Welcome to Bletchley Park. Thanks very much. Well, I suppose this is the gate that we came in at. Really?
Do you remember any of this?
No.
Yes. I can see. Up. Why can't I open the window? Sorry, it's a rental car.
We have to come to the lake and the mansion before I shall know where I am.
So I don't know quite what to do. If you don't mind, I'm going to leave you here for a second, and the
Yeah.
car here for a second, and I'm going to go and
Oh,
ask,
there's the lake.
and then I'm going to ask him where we get this chair. Well,
And the fountain. This was a nice, peaceful place to have to work, wasn't it?
So what's the first impression that comes to mind, Mum?
Bewilderment, slightly, but not altogether. Last time I came in through the main gates, with the where you had to stop and so on, there were houses, or private houses down there on each side of the gate. How strange.
Maybe it's a different gate.
That is very likely, I think, yes. That'll be the answer, yes, good, thank you. You might know
I
where
heard
you
a
were.
train though.
Sorry?
Something went boom boom.
Yes, that was the train.
Oh, well, that's right then.
They've
So
reversed the whole
There were
thing.
certainly buildings like that they expanded into, and they're perfectly horrible. Not the wooden huts at all. I'd never seen a magnolia before, coming from the north.
Doesn't have indicators though, does it?
Where are the ducks? No ducks. Oh, it's girls, right? I told everyone. That's right, this is the... Those are the huts. Sorry?
it was the air index.
Air index, yes.
Just told you.
They permitted me to finish my graduate, my degree, because it was in German. Not the part of it was in German. So they thought I'd be more useful when qualified.
I'm trying to get wheels to work on this car, but it's like some kind of incredibly difficult test of skill.
You have the brakes still on.
That's fine.
They went and knocked on the door of the Liberal Party. So in April 1938, the intelligence services come up outside the front looking back at the mansion.
Came on duty at 12 o'clock midnight, and about 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock we were offered this meal here. And it was a rather stodgy meal, so in the end we all settled for sandwiches.
I've watched some sandwiches.
Well, really think of that 3-month period, the intelligence services come up and discussed all the
Which way should we
So
go?
this basically is how
Well,
somebody needs.
if you can't get into hut 3, I don't care.
Now what we also see, to be aware of, is the
Coffee.
Can you tell us where Hut 3 would be if it were there?
There. Now, yes, which would be sort of back across the line like that. Half an original Wartime codebreaking hut, now used as a
I think they should have fitted in a roundabout
I
something.
think it's this one.
It says something on the...
Does it? What does it say?
That is either half of a 2 or half of a 3.
Block B, straight on. Hut 3.
This is hut 3.
Yeah.
I don't think the thing that they shot along is...
This is true.
So this is where the codes were broken, right? In these huts here.
Yes. I think that was called Hut 6. And Hut 8 was
Yes,
beyond.
that is hut 6.
I think... What?
This one with the
I
puny
think this was
paint
called Hut
is hut
6.
6.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, it is.
It is hut 6.
Oh, does it?
And Hut 6, what do they do in Hut 6?
Well, that is where Phyllis Moody worked. Phyllis was... she was actually working the machinery, I think. The old machinery, you know, that was decoding the stuff. And then they would try to put it onto these strips and send it through here, where it would get chopped up and distributed to the watch, who would try and make sense of the strips.
The old machinery, you don't mean the bomb.
I think so.
You do mean the bomb.
I do, but well, I don't know. I don't know what it was called then. Just, I was telling my daughter that we went down that way, and the watch was at the far end with a curved table,
Yes,
and then just round the corner was the index. So
Yes.
I'm sure I have met you before on the last occasion, was it?
Quite possible.
You do
I'm
know when
Margaret Sale.
Margaret Sale.
Yes.
Oh yes, your husband is sort of.
Tony's up at Colossus.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, empty rooms.
It will only be empty rooms, and some of them have been altered. But I know when who was it took me around? Jean Howard and Christine Brooke Rose years ago. When they took me around, they pointed out the watch, and the watch room was there. You know,
With the furniture.
Oh no furniture. No, because everything had been used. I mean, BT used this building. It was used. It was still in use up until about probably up until about 1990, I suppose, because they were in the house until '93. So.
If the door opens, do you see any? Can you see anything? Because you're too low, aren't you? You can't really see.
Is it? Well, I mean, it is just
The corridor and a wooden hut.
very high tech, 1940s high tech broomstick and a tray and a piece of string. Yes, of course. Well, it worked, didn't it?
You see, you're corroborating what I've been telling him all
Jolly
these
good.
years.
And
Not
of
all
course
these
you
years.
have.
Not all these years, no. You only started
Benefulia.
telling me in a few years, yes.
You've got to also remember that those walls weren't that high. They were up to guttering height. And behind them, there were shutters on the windows. So just think, somebody had to go behind there every night and shut the shutters. This is the thing. It was an extremely important hut. When you think they were doing Army and Air Force, German Army and Air Force messages here. This hut was actually breaking
So every room's got a sink in it.
I don't know about this side. This was the administrative side. In the V.
Yes, there's
In complete darkness.
no, there's a little alleyway that's about this wide in between the two, in between this one and
Yes, and that's where they shove the stuff through.
There were some windows. First of all, you shove the stuff through, and then there's a long
Yes, there were
stretch,
some
a
windows.
very narrow.
But I was sort of on that part of the L, you see.
Perhaps you're behind the tree.
Well, this is
Well, I
that.
think it's
This is that part of the other. So
somewhere around there. You can't go climbing the tree.
no, let him. Let him.
Oh dear.
There's engineering management training entrance.
What's that?
Engineering management training entrance.
What did he say?
Engineering, management, training, entrance.
Oh.
They.
Well, we'll go back.
The training is to
What have we
dispose.
done with the wheelchair?
training
Oh,
is
no.
to dispose of the tree.
Yes. Oh, I see.
A little bit of a dance there.
Over there.
There were quite a few of them. There were large quantities of these buildings.
Ah, that's where they were then.
Which buildings?
These
We moved into
brick
an
ones.
entirely
No,
new
the
building
brick ones
like
can't have been
this.
here, because if the brick ones had been here, then they wouldn't
They
have.
weren't
They wouldn't
here.
have put the important people in a hut.
They weren't
But-
here. Those
Yeah.
weren't.
Grandma said they moved.
No, she didn't. She said these buildings weren't here. That's what she said.
But yes, we did move, but not to these ones, as far as I remember, to some which were over there.
Were they
But they were like this,
like
very much like this, which is maybe how might be around the bend, but I don't think they are.
they are all the same these
Yeah,
they have the same
but the actual
windows.
ones, I remember there was a much more important portico with steps. Let's go and find that, shall
Let's
we?
find it.
So heavy, I don't like stringing it round my shoulder.
You had one of your flowers on.
Did I?
Yes.
That's got ducks, isn't it?
Yes.
Are they ducks or are they umbrellas or are they flowers?
Do you know that cup and saucer with the flowers on that I got at the village shop in Horseheath? They're the most popular set of porcelain china that
Yes.
Birchwood ever made. So-
You've got a cup and a sauce on a plate.
yes, and
With
they're
red
they're
roses.
still set the same. It's
Well,
it's
I've
made
got them
in,
now.
it's made in Taiwan, and they sell them for £73. Earmarks, but he worked here.
Yes.
Yes.
Really did. It's a good book. I love
And
the
he
book.
was also, he wrote a very good book too, actually, which I have read about Admiral Sir something C, or
See?
M.
Oh, maybe.
Or, you
Well,
know, they had the-
I know, one of those.
Stevenson, William Stevenson. So William
Yeah.
Stevenson.
But anyway, that's the book that gives the most atmosphere.
Really?
Mm.
Codebreaker was one of the books that he read.
Oh, there's Stella Remington. Stella Remington's only just resigned from being C or whatever it was.
Did you like doing Andrew?
Yes. They first of all said, what do you do in your spare time? And I said, oh, I read. Oh, anagrams especially, I said. I love doing anagrams. And they said, all right, here's a voucher for Bletchley Park.
A train.
Not in words, quite so many
But
words.
didn't you, it must have been your professor who recommended you
No.
to, didn't you?
Well, actually, not my professor, but the senior lecturer was here already.
Oh.
And he was apparently recommending me
Before
from
you-
here. But he wasn't in the university then. I then graduated
Yeah.
and he'd have recommended me
No.
to join him because he thought I'd be useful. But on the other hand, somebody else from Akka, clearing house, had decided also. I don't know who did it, but that's I just got here. And I enjoyed it, I must say.
Pity they didn't recommend Dad, it would have kept him away from the shrapnel, wouldn't it?
Oh, Dad had volunteered for the Black Watch by that time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dad said that at the beginning of the war you outranked him.
Oh, he was,
Yeah, but in your first...
he was a private.
Yes.
But at some stage or other, they wanted volunteers to go to India. So Dad was in India by that time, so I thought, oh, well, I'll go. And they were going to give me a rank of G3, I think it was.
Yes.
And this impressed Dad very much. It didn't mean anything to me.
You wanted
It's all so nicely arranged and so on. World War I, National Pigeon Service. The 5 Enigma settings were arrived in this room on a captured ticket, Typex, yes. In the big room. This is probably where Phyllis was. Poetic, Wartime machine room. It might have been there.
Enough of this hopping up and down.
If I can.
Let us go forward together.
Well, at least you have seen Hut 3.
Yes, I have.
Hmm.
And that's where you spent 4 years. And now,
That's right.
yeah.
Well, 2 of them in that one, 2 of them in the village system. But that was the one that had a character. No, we don't go out there.
No, I'm just seeing what these machines are.
Oh, what
Looking
are
to
they?
see if any of...
Are they teleprinters?
Are they code machines?
I don't think so.
That,
That says code there, doesn't it?
The snare and the delusion notes, they're just typewriters.
They're typewriters, Alan.
That's not a typewriter.
No, this is not a typewriter. It's a teleprinter, that's right.
That sounds like Alan.
It is Alan.
Good.
I couldn't even get the piano lid open.
Really? Yeah.
Nice bit of German music.
Yeah. Oh yes, good for you, Alan.
I hope Alan was following the maths of 26 times 26 times 26. Could any of you do that?
No, I didn't even try.
But it's terribly simple.
What, 26 by 20?
Well, the fact that it's the three combinations of 26 giving 26 times 26 times 26 unique combinations.
Oh, I see.
But of course,
I thought
25
you were going to give us a number.
times 25 is 225. If you multiply that by 25, you get
26.
400 and...
What is it? 400 and what is it?
454,500 plus 5 times 225 plus 4,500.
6 times 26 is 100.
It's
Plus
about
125
6.
plus 6, 131.
So that's 6,000,
134.
which isn't really good enough. So they
For-
added those extra rings for each of the rings that you move by hand, which squares the number of combinations, I think. So what is it? That's 6,000 times 6,000. 36 million.
I must have lived is rather better than
6,000. And then they have their second device, which if you used it would have another 26. So that's...
No,
Oh, look at that. That's rather splendid, isn't
no,
it?
this wasn't the dancing place.
What was it?
I don't know, I've never been here before.
So who was in charge of the whole thing? Hello?
Yes, I'm thinking. Didn't you hear the creak? Oh, it's very handsome, but not known to me at all. There was this De Leon, was it De Leon or was it Grucci? The Grucci was probably Queensland. I don't know.
He wasn't touring.
Oh no. Turing may well have been in charge of a hat or two. But let's get going, John.
We're going towards the shop and the exit.
We don't want to shop. I don't want to buy anything.
Well, so let's see if there's anything we don't know about which would be interesting. You never know.
There's a tree before.
Was it?
That one. Those must be the two that I remember.
The two magnolias.
Yeah.
That one's coming in, having another go at it. It's spring again.
I looked my demons in the eyes, laid bare my chest, said, do your best and destroy me. You see, I've been to hell and back so many times, I must admit you kinda bore me. There's a lot of things that can kill a man, there's a lot of ways to die. Yes, and some already dead little walk beside me. There's a lot of things I don't understand, why so many people lie. It's the hurt I hide that fuels the fire inside me. Will I